I chose friendship as my theme for this poetry assignment. So the first poem that I chose was A Time to Talk by Robert Frost, which is a narrative poem because it tells a story of how to be there for our friends when they need it. And it also follows chronological order, so when this happens, then this. The second poem that I did is You've Got a Friend in Me by Randy Newman. It's a popular song from the Toy Story movie. This is a lyric poem and it involves rhyme, rhythm, and tune. Poem 3 is Friends for Life by Angela Brizzett, which is a ballad because lines 2 and 4 rhyme in each stanza, and it uses plain and simple language. Poem 4 is Friendship by Henry David Thoreau. This is a narrative poem because it explains how friendships are formed and how to be a good friend. Poem 5 is I Should Not Dare to Leave My Friend by Emily Dickinson. This is a ballad poem as well because it follows narrative form, but the second and fourth lines rhyme and it has a repeated rhythm. Poem 6 is a limerick for a Friend by Florence Macmillan, which is obviously a limerick poem, meaning that it's a 5-line poem where lines 1, 2, and 5 rhyme, and then 3 and 4 rhyme with steady beats, and it uses creative language. Poem 7 is What Matters by Robert Candler, and this is a haiku, which means that it has 3 unrhymed lines. The first line is 5 syllables, second line is 7 syllables, and the third line is also 5 syllables. And then poem 8 is called A Girl's Best Friend by Aaron Cruey, and this is a concrete poem because it describes the setting. It's something that you can feel, and it uses adjectives to show the perspective of a dog. So I'll be reading this one to you. Dig, 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 a sniff of the air, paws in the dirt and wind in my hair. I watch and I wait as the sun shines high. My treasure at the ready, the fence nearby. The door is ahead, and open it swings, my girl skipping happily as her tiny voice sings. She calls my name, approaching the fence, and I bark out some words. Do they really make sense? Dig, 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 I nudge the treasure through. She reaches her hand forward and pets my nose, too. She picks up my treasure, and I jump in joy. She throws and I chase, to the sound of good boy. Dig, 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 will I leave my girl? Never. Best friends we will be, both now and forever. I thought that was a sweet poem because I love dogs. Poem number 9 is I'll Be There For You, aka the Friends theme song. And this is by The Remembrance. It's a popular song and it involves rhyme and rhythm. Poem 10 is Friendship by Shel Silverstein, and this is a narrative poem because it follows chronological order. First I will do this, and then you will do that. And then it also has rapid action because the poem is only 2 lines long. So an activity to introduce poetry that I would use in my classroom would be to have poetry journals as a bell ringer for a couple of weeks. So every day I would pick a new theme for students to write about or a new poet for them to read from and then write their own poetry based on that poet's style. I think this is a good way for students to learn about poetry because they're just diving right in and just kind of going for it. And a way that I could build on top of that and make it more challenging would be to also give them a certain type of poem that they were supposed to write. So a haiku or a lyric poem or a concrete poem. They have a few different options. So yeah, thanks.